All right, folks, welcome back to Optimal Frequency. I'm Grant. I'm just having my lunch and a cup of tea. Gotta get the caffeine somehow since I drink decaffeinated coffee in the morning. Anyways, I was editing some footage this morning from the last video, and this voices, whatever they are, spirits told me, oh, we're doing a test. And then Gary sent me the file, which I have not listened to yet, so I'm going to play that very loudly through my speakers right now. Let the AI software filter it and start to analyze it. And let's see what kind of messages we get. Switching the mic over. Now I got to turn the filters off. That's done. And then I got to set the sound to the speakers, which it's done. Okay. And play the file and record it. I know I feel a little nervous about this, but let's see what happens. Do I want to run the gain on it? Okay, so I'm going to take this microphone, crank up the gain a little bit. I don't know. It's all messing with settings. Who knows, right? Guide me if you can, spirits. All right, here we go. Does this headset make me look like Princess Leia? I just wanted to show you guys. So I still haven't analyzed it yet. I just want to pull it up. I've pulled it up in another program, the Audacity program. Oops, gotta hide that porn. Okay, so here is the file after it's been filtered through the AI. But what I want to show you, I'll just make this full screen. Okay, so here is where I said, okay, here we go. Right here, this is my voice. If you look at the rest of this, so these are the voices. Look, they're very loud. And so this here would be Gary asking a question. This would be Gary asking a question. So everything in between are responses. So, I mean, this should be pretty good. Those look like they're very loud responses. Loud and clear. So maybe they definitely have a message in there for me. I just wanted to show you guys what the wavelengths look like. Part of the process. A lot of work goes into deciphering this. So now that I've played his file very loudly, got those recordings, I'm listening to it. I'm just starting to analyze. I got the first, sounds like it says, hold a second. Little girl says, sorry. He says, thank you. We have to think about this through the mind of a scientist, somebody analytical. I'm doing the analyzing. Let's just say I got to think about this from the point of view that when Gary made his video to me, certain messages were put into the water or came from the water at that time. Now, because the software does not take that file that he made and just filter it without having to hear it again, I had to play it very loudly, thus giving the spirits another chance so they could speak over top of that. So what we just heard, the hold on a second, sorry, thank you, that came from the particular instance when I just played it back. That was added to the track. The reason I know that that came from the time that I played it is because it's not in the original track that Gary sent me. I take the two tracks and I line them up. If those wavelengths do not line up identically, then I know that whatever does not match has been essentially added during my playback. In order to figure out what was taped to Gary's tap and what, as opposed to what came through when I played it here loudly, I kind of have to do this anyways. This top one that I just made blue, that was the original time I ran it through the AI software, okay? So I've lined up these two tracks over top of each other. So again, this is Gary asking a question. And then down here below it is the exact same, I've lined it up, the exact same question, okay? So everything in between is the voices. So if this white stuff that I just made there looks different than this, that means different voices were recorded each time. Some of it remains uniform. Look at this. Okay, that carries through all 4 tracks, top and bottom, right? So that, you know, was from the original recording at Gary's place. So I can essentially determine what was said exactly at Gary's place as opposed to my place. Huh? You got one of these, you got to use it. Anybody want to say anything to Grant? Okay, this is absolutely amazing. This takes a long time to analyze this, but I mean, there is so much conversation in there, and this makes perfect sense. What I'm about to play for you, this segment, okay, as Gary's doing his tests, he cranks up the water and says, you know, how about this pressure now? I increased the pressure. Well, before he even says that, is this section of speech I'm going to show you. Now, I may not have it dialed into 100% accuracy of what they're saying, but I got 90% of the gist of this, and this is just friggin' amazing. Change the frequency. How about now?
You have reached the voicemail box of Gary Reed.
Well, since he's not going to answer his phone, I've only a little tiny bit into it. Right as he turned up the frequency, so I mean, come on. And then a little girl's voice says, it's hot. So I wanted to ask him, did he use hot water? And then a girl's voice says, it's hot. Did you?
I had the hot water on.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you because the girl's voice says it's hot. I'm thinking of an ancestor, a great grandfather. What was his name?
Hello.
Yeah, I think this can be a failed experiment. But okay, so you asked the question about the great grandpa. So how do you want to do this?
I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? The name I was looking for?
Is it one single name or 2 names, like a first and a last name? Because it just says one name, like a first name. I have no idea what name you're looking for. You can go ahead and tell me.
Of her father's father, which would be Martin Heiss, born in 1827 Germany, was who I was thinking of.
It says it's the top clip says just Dick. The bottom clip says it's Dick, and at the end of the first clip it says Richard.
His father was Martin Heiss, which was who I was thinking would come through, because that's who I was thinking of. Born September 1827, Germany. But if we go back and click on her mother, Emma Collins, okay, so great-great-grandfather on the other side was Richard Colley Collins. Dick.
I'm gonna keep going then. I don't know, dude. I'll let you know what happens when I get to your last question. It's in there.
What's in there?
Right after it says just Dick, it says it's Martin. Oh, hey, and an orb just went right down the screen right now in front of me and into my head. Just Dick, it says it's Martin. Just Dick, it says it's Martin. But yeah, it says just Dick. And then I missed it because I wasn't really listening for that. I was focused on the just Dick part. And then it says it's Martin right after that. Okay, I'm going to keep going and get to your second question and see what's going on here. But I mean, I don't think you're going to fool them. I mean, when I ask them a question, I stand at the faucet and I'm talking, they answer me with an intelligent response on every single question. I have to stop. Why? Hey. Okay, so I got to the end of the video. Now, I hear a word, and then I also hear what I think is a statement of why you had to go.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to tell me?
No, I'll tell you why I had to go and see if it jives with what they said.
Okay.
I was holding the dish, the parabolic dish, up over my head, pointing it down at the sink. And I did that for 3 minutes until my arm got tired. And I said, I got to go because I had to put my arm down.
No.
My arm was tired, so
I'll go back. I'll go back and listen to it and see if I hear anything about a tired arm. Because like I say, there's so much voice in there that I could easily miss it, dude.
Yeah.
I'll go back and see what I can find.
Hello?
Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify. You did not have pizza for supper.
Tonight we had sausages.
You made the recording this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, because it clearly says we're getting pizza.
Maybe they're getting pizza, but I didn't get pizza.
All right. Well, got answers nonetheless. I don't know. That seems like a strikeout on that one. Guess you can't win them all.
Yeah, so it blows my mind. Like, if they're communicating with us, are they just toying with us to keep us on our toes? I don't get it.
I don't know, man. I give up. It's been a long day of going through this looking for words. So, but I clearly heard we're getting pizza.
Well, I guess they have pizza in the afterlife because we didn't get any pizza.
Okay, man. We'll talk to you later.
Later.